Hello guys, for those who have been with me from the start of this channel, you would realize that we've changed the studio setting. Yes, we are in a new place, we have some new devices, new camera, new mics, and we're hoping that this is going to improve the audio and visual to make the content more pleasing for you. In today's video, we are going to be speaking about valuation. What is a valuation? How do you obtain a valuation, and why valuations are important? If you haven't subscribed, make sure that you subscribe. Let's get into this video now. I'm sure you've heard persons say you need to obtain a valuation for your property. So what is a valuation? I'll define a valuation as an official report from a qualified valuator who comes and they assess your value and provide a market value for the property being assessed. Now, this valuator or valuer needs to be approved by the RICS. What is the RICS? It stands for the Royal Institute of Chartered Surveyors. It's more or less an international or global body that is responsible for maintaining the standard, the integrity, and the professional nature of surveys and valuations that are being done around the world. Now, when the valuator or valuer comes to assess your property, they are going to be looking at various factors. They are going to look at the location of the property, the surrounding properties as well. They're going to be looking at the building structure and condition. If there's a building on the property, they're going to look at the local zoning and other features as well of the building. In order for you to obtain a valuation, you need to contact a valuer. And remember, it must be a qualified valuer. The valuer is then going to ask you for various documents, title documents, whether it be a deed of conveyance, whether it be a certificate of title, certificate of comfort, whatever document you may have to prove that you are owner of the property. They might then ask you for pictures of the property as well. They would ask for the cadastral sheet. They would ask for receipts of the land and building taxes or property taxes for the property. They might ask if there's any town and country approval as well for the property. They would want to have sight of those. They would then visit the premises. They would view, analyze, or more so assess. I think that's a better word. Assess the building, look at the properties, and remember the factors I mentioned earlier. They would look at all of those, and then they'll be able to do their analysis and determine a specific value for the property, a market value. Now, most valuations, they're only valid for a 6 months period. So why are these important? Let's move on to my next point. Many benefits. It includes, one, knowing the value of the property. So if you're the purchaser or a vendor for a property, you could have the average market value for the property so that you'll know if you're paying too much or you're charging too little for a particular property you're selling. Additionally, if you have to go to the bank to take a mortgage on your property, it's ideal for you to have a valuation. If you intend to take bail or stand bail for someone using a property, you would need to have a valuation done for your property. Additionally, if you are purchasing land, you need to have the valuation for stamp duty purposes. Now, stamp duty isn't a property tax or land and building tax. It's more or less a processing tax or processing fee that you have to pay for transferring or conveying property from one person to the next. These official valuations aren't necessarily required for the completion of the return forms that are being circulated here in Trinidad and Tobago at this time. Those return forms are really required because of Section 29 of the Valuation of Land Act, which empowers the Commissioner Valuator of Valuations to require information, request details about people's properties here in Trinidad and Tobago so that that information could be included in the valuation rule. Let me know if you think that we should possibly do a video on that. Leave it in the comments right below there. Apart from that, you should seek your independent advice from your private attorney, whosoever that may be, and they would advise you regarding that particular form. You guys, thanks for staying to the end. If you haven't subscribed, remember to subscribe. You're going to get a lot of value from this channel. Thank you so much for your support. We're close to 1,000 subscribers, and I'll see you in my next video. Check it out. Take care.